Alright, we're on Happy Carnage Carnage, continuing the Total Carnage playthrough. Yeah, and this level can be really dangerous if these guys spawn behind you at just the wrong time. You can die pretty quick, especially if you happen to be in the middle of a long hallway at the time. Okay, so here's where there's a secret. I tried to, like I did on They May Be Slow, I tried to make it more hidden in this version, so unless you happen to be looking directly at it when you pull up your map, that secret should be hidden. And I just did that because Bungie really wanted that to be pretty secret, I guess, because there's really nothing, there's no clues in the game telling you it's there, so just trying to make it as secret as I can. Yeah, there's an example of a bad spawn. Guy came up behind me. That tends to happen a lot here, and on Total Carnage it's really deadly. Alright. Just kind of making my way to the Carnage room. Oh. Another spawn. And yeah, this is bad. Second time I've almost died just walking normally, so just can't be too unlucky, otherwise you'll have to just start over. Okay, so there's the door that's going to close behind us. I'm going to go save before going through it. See if there's anything I can draw out first. Alright. Yeah, I'll just go make my way back and save, because I don't want to have to come all this way again. Especially on Total Carnage. It's easy to die and lose this progress. Okay, so here's the Carnage room. Getting the upgraded gun, which we definitely need on Total Carnage. And that's probably not even enough. So on normal difficulty, you can get through this with just using your submachine gun pretty easily if you keep moving. But on Total Carnage, it's really, really hard. So this is where I'm going to be using my red potion. That'll just slow the monsters down and slow down their projectiles. It makes this fight go from almost impossible to pretty easy. And this is the red potion we picked up on We Can See in the Dark, Can You? So that's why it was really important to get that. So yeah, I think we got all the stuff from the dead bodies, so let's see how this goes. Alright, so yeah, with the red potion, not really that big a deal. Everything's so slow that you can easily dodge everything. Okay, got our red cloak. And yeah, I switched to the pistol at the end there just because I do want to conserve my MP41 magazines for later. Spawning behind me again. So yeah, instead of making my way back to the ladder we came from, or going to the Labrynth, I'm just going to take the secret teleporter. That saves you from having to fight your way through, feel the power with a pistol, or with only 11 submachine gun magazines, which would not be enough. Yeah, the spawn rates seem pretty high on this level. And I'm just gonna clear out the rest of the map for completeness. Just to kill everything. Alright, so that should pretty much do it for this level. Just gonna go save, and then I'll go through the secret area. Just a long walk through here. And another long walk. Want to get to the end of this hallway and get the Easter egg for the 2 points, and just it'll be nice to have later. And then we want to take the middle teleporter out of these 3, and that will take us to a plague of demons. And luckily it takes us right to this body with the infrared goggles. And we got our high explosive grenade. That'll be nice. Okay, so I don't know. I guess I should clear out a little area before I try to rest here. Probably won't have enough ammo to do this whole thing with the submachine gun. But I'll use it for the moment, I guess. Probably switch to my pistol pretty soon here. Just until I get to the cedar box. Okay, so that leads to Feel the Power, which we just skipped for the moment. We'll go back through there later at the end of the game. And here's our save rune. Okay, yeah, I think at 8 magazines I'm just going to switch to using a pistol. Unless there's just a ton of them. I don't know if I'll make it, but I kind of ideally want to pick up the box somewhat low on health, just so I'm not wasting time healing or resting before I get the box. Because at this point in the game, anytime you rest without the box, you're just kind of killing time without getting any ammo for it. Luckily their shots don't hurt very much because they fire rapidly and those things move pretty quick. And those guys just come at you. They move really fast, so it's hard to keep a good distance from them. But yeah, as long as their shots don't hurt you too bad, it's not really that big a deal. having trouble remembering which button I need to press to cycle my weapons. That's one thing that's different about this game. You can't just instantly switch to a weapon. Alright, I'm going to rest a little bit simply because I have to. But I'm going to save a little bit of it for when I get the box. Alright, in this room we want the submachine gun out for. Alright, I don't know if I can make it, so I'll rest a little bit. Okay, and here's the box. That's good. Our ammo problems are now over. Not that it's really been an issue on Total Carnage anyway, but okay, I'm gonna put MP41 in there for now just to while I rest this initial amount, and then I'm gonna switch over to HE cartridges because we're gonna want those pretty soon. Yeah, I pretty much cleared out everything on the map leading to this room, so. I just like to explore everything and kill everything. Okay, so there's a phantasm in this room. So Orange Crystal got rid of him in one shot. I think sometimes it takes two on Total Carnage, but got lucky there. There's actually another one in this room. Alright. I think we'll have one more to deal with. One thing I was kind of wondering, a way to make Total Carnage more interesting and more of a challenge is pick different monsters that have the potential to spawn. Because I was wondering, like, would it be fun or a good idea to have, you know, a small chance for phantasms to spawn as like a random spawn on this level if you happen to be playing on Total Carnage. I don't know if that's a good idea or not, but I think it would make it a little more interesting. It would definitely add to the challenge. And, you know, maybe do similar things on other levels. I think this level, that's the best example I can think of that would really make things harder. Not sure what other monster spawns to enable in other levels. I mean, I guess in the later part of the game, you could have venomous skitters spawn, but I don't know if that would really be fun. I don't think anyone would really want that, but it would certainly be a way of making Total Carnage more challenging. Okay, and we're on Beware of Low-Flying Nightmares. I just took my goggles off. They let me see further, but I just don't like seeing the same red color on everything for the entire rest of the game. So I'll probably put the goggles on every once in a while if there's a good reason for it, but Right, so I took a lot of damage there. I wasn't really being too careful or very patient. But whatever. Gonna switch back to the MP41s in the box just because I want to make sure I've got a good supply of those. And I've already got 10 high explosive cartridges, so that's good. I think I'll need like 25-ish for the big blue meanie. Yeah, not a whole lot to say about this level, but we are past the 3 phantasms on a plague of demons. So you can pretty much use your orange crystal up at this point in the game. There's nothing specific you need to save it for, so then again, now that we got the box and have unlimited ammo, there's not a real compelling reason to use it anyway. Although, I guess it is nice if you reload your gun and want to prevent something from shooting at you, you can just hit it real quick. Okay, need more MP41. Okay, and here's our necklace. I'm gonna have to do some inventory management here. We got another bag. MP41 magazine there, I don't know. Don't really remember that being there, but must not notice or think about it very much. I guess that's nice. If you totally ran out of MP41 magazines, by the time you got the box and you couldn't make any, that's kind of like your last chance to get a magazine. Alright, so we're getting pretty close to the end of this level. Very similar rooms over and over again. And there's our gold door, which we'll get at the end of the game. Okay, so that put me to expert on my MP41. Again, since everything's got more health, you have to shoot them more, therefore you gain experience faster. Part of me thinks it would make sense to make it take longer to level up on Total Carnage, but I don't know. I'm probably not going to do that unless someone asks for it. Alright, so now we're to the Labrynth, and this is probably one of the biggest changes in this version, 1.1. If you watched my original playthrough videos, you probably noticed that there was hardly ever anything in here, and that was a mistake. I was completely relying on random spawns, because I thought that's how it worked, since the spawn rate's so high. But when I went back and tried to figure out what was going on, I got the impression that in the original game, not only is the spawn rate high, but the level is also pre-populated with several of these things, just right off the bat initially. So that's what I've done, is on the Labrynth levels now, every time you come back to this level, it will, pre-populate the level with, 20, 25, something like that, of these spheres. That way, it's more like the original game where there's a lot of them. They're coming up behind you pretty often. Okay, and there's a purple crystal. One thing I haven't changed is how easy these levels are to navigate. That's still one difference from the original, is simply I don't know how to make the exact mazes that they were making in the original, and it wasn't really the most fun anyway. So yeah, levels are easier to navigate than the original, but at least now you're gonna have to fight something. So that's probably the single biggest noticeable change gameplay-wise from the original, or from the 1.0 release of Aleph One Pathways into Darkness. Okay, so we just made our way across the map down to this ladder, which puts us on Need a Light. And let's see, I've only got 12 HE cartridges. I definitely need more, so let me start making those. Because this is the level we need them on. And if you don't have enough ammo, you can always just rest. Even if you're at full health, you can get as much ammo as you need that way. Just keeping that time limit and time bonus to your score in mind as you do it. Alright, I'm just going to walk around the rest of the outside of this map before I go through those doors. And I actually think I'm going to stop the video before I go through those doors. Save the rest of the level for the next video. Alright, so that's it for this section on the map. We've got 16 cartridges. So I'll need to make more MP41s to get to the blue meanie, but then I'll need more HE cartridges to deal with him, so I'll have to figure that out. But that'll be in the next video, so that's it for now. Thanks for watching.